Father Stalin, this is a question about scruples. Before receiving communion, I sometimes feel worried that I may have a sin. I know the conditions of mortal sin, but sometimes I'm not sure if the sin that I think about is a grave matter. Sometimes I worry that all I do is grave, or if I begin to think it's not grave, then I worry I'm being too lenient on myself.
That is also a whole weekend discussion, because the scruple questions is very delicate. Then generally, when you have made a good confession, and you try to live, and you have now suddenly, or all of a sudden, before communion or before going to mass, suddenly you get doubts. And I think I have the impression this is, according to the Masters of Spiritual Life, somebody who generally lives and strives to live in a state of grace, sanctifying Christ, and afterwards he's coming these thoughts. I have the impression that, I doubt that for the L'Allemand, for instance, from the 17th century, very clearly points this is a direct temptation from the devil. And we have just to kick it out, make an act of trust towards God that is not a clear founded, a positive doubt that you have really here a problem. It's just you have an impression. These impressions are emotions the devil brings in us several times. He puts also evil images in our head, and then also is upside down. God is a God of peace and not a God of troubles. So if you, before going to Mass, you are in peace, and suddenly you go in troubles, and you don't know even why. Just several thoughts are coming here and there, nothing very clear, nothing very clearly intellectual. This is just an impression. You can just say, "Go out, devil, let me in peace. I love you, my Lord."
I just want to comment as the impious wretch on the panel. Be aware of the timing. I think I'm just going to reinforce what Father says. These things just pop up at very, very convenient times for the devil, and it's just best to ignore them. Swat them away like mosquitoes.
Yeah, and just because the devil wants certainly that you wouldn't go to communion. If you're in a state of grace and you want to go to communion, he wants to trouble that you finally will not go to. And this is in fact Jesus Christ invites you. The devil tries to shut the door, and then you say, "Now I open the door for Jesus